Hello everyone, and I hope you're having a super sexy Sunday. Today, in partnership with YVEREST, I wanted to talk a little bit about the magic of fantasizing. I know many of you have asked how we can make our Sundays sexier and how we can make all the other days of the week sexier. And for me, one of the most interesting ways of creating sexual tension and arousal and a lot of fun in the bedroom is to actually start sharing what would be some of those things you've never tried before and you really would like to try. Now, the biggest problem with fantasies is that people get a little bit embarrassed, and the most important thing to remember is that you don't want to judge your partner for whatever they're saying. Ultimately, the idea of fantasizing about new sexual position or new scenarios or anything that is not something you've tried already is a really powerful way of connecting with your partner and creating intimacy. So, fantasies are the best way to open up, to share with your partner what are those things that you would like to discover, that you would like to explore, so that you avoid falling into a routine. Routine is the biggest passion killer, and although maybe you've been in a relationship for a long time and you feel like you know each other's buttons and you want to make sex efficient and fast and get there where you know the end of the story is, it's actually not the most interesting part. And you can do all that Monday to Saturday, but for me, Sundays are the amazing opportunity that you have to do something different. So think about all those things that you've maybe dreamed about, but you've never talked to anybody about. Make an agreement with your partner that this is going to be a space that involves no judgment, and whatever crazy ideas you come up with in your fantasies, just go with it and just build on each other's stories. Exploring. It's a little bit like brainstorming, right? If you've ever done any brainstorming, you're not supposed to criticize or judge or stop somebody from exploring an idea. Well, fantasies, common fantasies, are very much like that. So you can brainstorm all the things that you've never actually experienced and see where that takes you. Because with sex, like a lot of other things in life, essentially, we don't know what we don't know. Also remember that fantasies don't necessarily have to happen in real life. The whole point of creating this tension is really to get you guys going, to connect, to maybe share some of those things that in some situations you might find shameful or a little bit too out there. But that's the whole point of being in a loving relationship, that you can fantasize and being accepted and opening up and being vulnerable, because vulnerability is really the key to intimacy. So where can you start? Well, you can start with something that is fairly vanilla, like maybe changing the positions that you want to experiment with, maybe changing the dynamic between you and your partner. So obviously, a lot of couples follow the traditional gender roles in which the woman is the submissive partner and the man is more in charge. But it is actually quite interesting and empowering for the woman to explore her being in charge and think of those positions that would make you feel more in charge of the situation. Then that would also give your partner a lot of pleasure. Now, of course, you can fantasize about how you can bring toys in the bedroom and how you can use those toys creatively, because YVEREST produces toys for women, but we've had quite a few inside information that a lot of men are also enjoying the beautiful experience of using the tsubomi or the tsubaki. So why not, gentlemen? These beautiful objects are not there to scare you, but are there to give you more pleasure. So maybe allow your partner to play a little bit around your genitals with one of these beautiful toys, in case you were smart enough to purchase one for them. Now, the other kind of fantasies that you can explore is scenarios in which you are maybe exploring outdoor sex. Of course, al fresco turns a lot of people on because there's the whole danger element to it. Like maybe somebody sees us, or maybe someone just walks in on us. Now, of course, you really don't want to get arrested. So if you're ever going to take that fantasy into reality, just be careful where you do it. I'm not quite sure what the rules are in Hong Kong, but I'm pretty sure the police wouldn't be too happy about it. And the other types of scenarios that you can have is, of course, exploring the idea of multiple partner sex, or different slightly more, the opposite of vanilla, whatever that is, slightly darker scenarios in which you may explore ideas of bondage and submission and domination. We're going to do an episode on BDSM at some point just for fun. But a lot of people fantasize about being subdued and the whole, difference between submission and surrender. Actually, that's a really interesting topic to discuss at another time. So today I'm going to leave you with this, but I want to encourage you to experiment with any kind of sexual fantasies that you have had. And if you don't want to talk about it with your partner, what's really cool is to actually text each other these fantasies before Sunday, so that on Sunday you can actually experiment with this. Other than this, you can also send each other little actual notes like post-its. You can put a little post-it note in your partner's pocket as they go to work, so that they can find this little idea and just create a lot of naughtiness and anticipation and fun. So then when you wake up on Sunday, everything is already there and you're ready to go. So enjoy your Sunday, have an amazing time, and I'll see you again next Sunday.